Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be making this dress which has two different ashoke as the collar and also has a cowl design by the side. If this is something you're interested in, then let's get started. I'll be using this Ankara and the two ashoke for this Bubu dress. I used about 3 yards and 16 inches for this dress, roughly 3.5 yards. All you have to do is to fold the Ankara into 4 because I'll be cutting both the front and the back together. So right here I'm just measuring the length of the dress, which is about 60 inches. After cutting out your 3 yards and 16 inches, all you have to do is to fold it into half first. Once you are done with that, then you go ahead and fold it into half again on that edge. For this dress, you can actually cut out your shoulder if you want to, but I will not be doing that. I'll be cutting mine out with the sleeve. After folding the Ankara, I'm going to measure my neck width, which is about 3.5 inches. Then my back neck depth, which is 1.5 inches. Right here, I'm just trying to get my hip placement. So I'm going to measure from my shoulder to my waist, which is 16, from my waist to my hip, which is 8 inches. Now on my hip line, I'm going to measure quarter of my hip circumference plus 3 inches. I'm adding 3 inches because it is a free gown. Then I'm going to just mark the measurements all the way to the hem of the fabric. After that, I'm going to connect my marks with a straight ruler. I'll also draw a horizontal line on my hip measurement just to indicate that that is my hip measurement. To mark out my sleeve opening, I'm going to measure 12.5 inches from my shoulder, then mark it. The folding allowance for the sleeve is about 2 inches or 2.5 inches. From my sleeve opening, I'm going to draw a curve to a few distance below my hip measurement. Let's say 8 inches below the hip measurement. I actually went ahead to reshape the curve. On the point where the curve meets the straight line, I'm going to connect it with a curve because we don't want any sharp edges. Once I'm done taking my measurements on this side, I'm going to cut it out. Once I'm done cutting everything out, I'm going to separate the front from the back. I'll make the front depth to be about 9 inches. I'm going to measure it from the shoulder. Then I'm going to bring my ashoke and measure it on fold. I want to get the measurement on fold. The measurement is about 3 inches. Then once I sew it by the side, it will be 2.5. On the 9 inches point, I'm going to measure 2 inches. Then I'm going to connect it to my shoulder. From that point, I'm going to measure 2 inches all the way down to the hemline. Before cutting it out, I'm going to measure from my center back to my front neck depth. That is to the 9 inches I marked. So it gave me about 14 inches. So I'm going to note that on the side. I'll be cutting out the 2 inches I marked on the front part. For the ashoke, I'm going to join them at the edge. After joining the ashoke, what I'm going to do next is to measure the length of my front opening. That means from my center back down to the hem line of my front, from the neck of my center back down to the hem of the front. I'm going to measure it straight down. This is about 65 inches. I'll also measure 65 inches on my ashoke. From the joint part, I'm going to measure 14 inches. I'm going to mark it. I will move down to the 65 inches I marked. From the 65 inches, I'm going to go up by about 18 inches, or you can go up by 20 inches if you feel the 18 inches is too small. That is for the slit in front of the dress. After marking my points, I'm going to sew from the 14 inches down to the 18 inches I went up by. I'm going to sew it straight down. I'm going to divide the ashoke into 2 and sew it in the middle. Ensure to back stitch like 3 times on the ashoke. After stitching the ashoke, I'm going to fold this as you can see in the video. Then I'll go ahead to press it very well. To attach the ashoke to my dress, I'm going to get the midpoint of the ashoke and the midpoint of my dress. That's the center back of my dress. Then I'm going to pin it down. I'm going to pin it all the way down to the hemline. I'll do this for both the sides. After I'm done pinning, I'm going to sew it all the way down. To fix the sleeve, I'm going to fold it twice, then sew it from one end to the other. After I'm done stitching the sleeve, I'm going to sew it from the armhole all the way down to the hemline. Then we're basically done with our dress. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.